Arguably the greatest nutter that ever lived on the face of this planet. Roman Piso has a lot of theory, conjecture, ideas, and just out and out idiocy in some cases that just boggles the mind. And so we're going to explore Mr. Piso and find out what he believes.
Evil must be punished.
Yeah, Mr. Piso, Roman Piso, is a Class A nutter who, although he's entitled to his opinions and his beliefs, he probably belongs in a straitjacket and in a rubber room somewhere. And I mean that literally, because I mean, you know, this guy, when I encountered him on Delphi, yeah, that's right, the same Delphi forums that all the haters are coming from, yeah, that's where he's from. He's from Delphi forums. And I encountered this guy, and his claim to fame is that his great-great-great ancestor or whatever wrote the Bible. And you hear that and it's like, say what? But you know, his website is funny. I will give you a link to his website because you got to see this shit to believe it. I mean, it's phenomenal. And he goes through all of these names and dates from early Rome and stuff, and you know, to try to it's called he's calling it the Piso theory. How original. But you know, and his great ancestor wandered the desert writing this book, and I went to his forum and I'm like, where's your proof, dude? I mean, you know, how are you backing up all these names and dates? You know, give me some links, give me something that will verify, and, you know, boom, I was banned. So I created a sock puppet and went back in again, and I asked him again. Now, mind you, I was polite, and I asked him again. I said, you know, where's your proof, man? This is twice now I'm being polite to him. Nope, ban me again. You know, so if you go to his forum and you genuinely want rock solid, I mean, because the Romans have documentation all over the freaking place, okay? So it's not like this should be hard to prove, you know. But when you get on his page, and I'll give you the link to his page, when you get on his page, some of the links don't go anywhere, they're dead. And the ones that do go anywhere usually end up back on his own page again. And I'm like, man, so I just sit there and shake my head, you know. Before I left Delphi, he was also up to including that his ancestors also wrote the original Torah, the Jewish Torah, and that he was recently saying that his ancestors may have also written the Quran as well. Okay, so this guy is a nutter. He claims that Flavius Josephus, the only secularist to know about Jesus, was one of his distant ancestors, and it's insane. It's truly insane. I mean, you know, the guy's entitled to his belief. Well, now, why are you bringing this up, Vaughn? Why should I give a fuck about some nutter? Well, there's a problem. People who are scholarly are actually buying into the Piso theory. David Icke, the guy that I use examples of for 2012 and Nibiru and the reptiles and stuff like that. David Icke has succumbed to this guy's insane ideas. And, you know, David Icke talks to thousands and thousands of people all over the world. You know, so I mean, you know, the fact that David Icke actually fell into this guy's beliefs, it just boggles my mind. But, you know, and David Icke, if you're watching, that guy's a nutter, okay? He was a nobody on Delphi, started his forum out of nowhere, come out of nowhere. I've known him since he started his forum. He's a nutter. His theories are bunk. He's entitled to them, but they're bunk. Why you fell into that shit, I have no idea. But yeah, see, people like David Icke, who goes around and gives seminars on 2012 and Nibiru and the reptiles and stuff like that. He swallowed this guy, this Piso guy's craziness, hook, line, and sinker. And so you know, you need to know, folks. This guy, I was there when he started his forum, guys. This Piso guy is a nut. He was a nobody. And he came up with this stuff all out of whole cloth, okay? There's nothing real about it. But, what are you going to do? You know, and he is entitled to his opinion, like I said, but it's all a load of hooey. He has absolutely, he's got names and dates and places, but when you try to reference them or back up his theories, they fall flat. And think about this, guys. One man wandering the desert, leaving sections of his book all over the desert, it just doesn't add up, okay? It doesn't add up with archaeological finds that the archaeologists have been able to uncover. There's no way one man could have wrote the Bible. No way. It's just not possible. He would have keeled over from exhaustion. I mean, everything was by foot or by chariot back then. Okay, even if he rode around in a chariot, there's no way he could have physically done it. There's no way. Okay, so, and then, of course, you know, now we have the recent finds of the Dead Sea Scrolls and other places. I think there was another cave they found. No, there's no way one man could have been all over the Middle East in that short a span of time. There's just no way. He would have collapsed from exhaustion, if nothing else. So, no, it's a big load of hooey. But I wanted to bring it to your attention because a lot of scholars, you know, prominent speakers concerning 2112, Nibiru and such, are actually buying this Piso crap, and it's nothing. I was there when he started his forum on Delphi, guys. It's hooey, it's garbage. Okay, he started out with nothing and invented the stuff out of whole cloth. Okay, but I wanted to warn you guys about this because some great speakers on the end times and stuff are swallowing this guy's stuff, and it's hooey. All right, but I wanted to give you a heads up, and that's pretty much it. But you can go to his website, and he's got a link to his Delphi forum there, and as you know, you try to ask him for hard evidence, he'll ban you. You don't want to confront anybody willing to give, you know, I mean, at least if he argued with you a little bit, it would be one thing, but he won't even do that now. Now, used to he would. I have to say, used to he would, because there would be people that would come there and confront him, and he would try to back, but I mean, even when he tries to back it up, you know, it just falls flat. And so, you know, once he realized that you know, there's no way to prove this stuff, he just started banning people outright after that. But at first he did try to argue his point, but there's no arguing a logical fallacy, so he just, you know, now he just banned you. But fun stuff, huh?